What do a meat slicer, a giant lobster, and an inflatable pink flamingo all have in common? Yeah, believe it or not, they're all carry-on items that passengers have attempted to get by airport security.
What? Because you never know when you're gonna need your meat slicer.
Hey, I wanted that pink flamingo and when I went to Florida.
So TSA regularly posts these absurd items on their popular Instagram account, and Bob Burns, the TSA social media lead, joins us now on the phone. Bob, I love that you post these absurd items on your social media feed. We don't tend to think of the government as doing these things. Very clever.
I mean, if I can say this, Bob, that, you know, TSA sort of gets a bad rap. You're the fun police. You take our water. You take our moisturizer. You take our bigger items, things like that. So I'm glad to see that you're doing your own social media campaign, and I love what you're posting with these strange things you're finding.
And let's start with the most absurd thing, Bob, that you've seen a passenger try to get past airport security.
There's so many that come to mind, but I'd say that the craziest thing that I can recall was in Atlanta. A passenger wheeled up in a wheelchair, a life-size movie prop corpse, a rotting corpse, from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2 movie.
Whoa.
And you can imagine the crazy looks they were getting about, you know, from this guy wheeling up this corpse. And it just so happened the corpse fit on the X-ray belt, and we were able to process it through the X-ray and get him on his jolly way.
So
did they have a ticket? Did the corpse have its own seat?
I assume so, but I don't know. I don't know if it was business class or economy.
Could you imagine having that next to you for the flight? Wow.
No. But what's one of the most dangerous things you found in TSA?
Yeah, there's so many. Like I said, if you look at the accounts, there's so many dangerous things, from knives to battle axes to gunpowder and detonation cord. We've even found a live grenade in the past. But what people find really surprising is that we find as many as 70 to 80 firearms a week and carry-on bags around the nation.
And Bob, I think part of the issue is how people try to conceal them in some way, putting things in other containers as if you're not going to find them.
Right, yeah. People can be very, very creative sometimes. We found switchblades and shampoo, knives and supplement bottles, a knife that was hidden in a crucifix, the blade pulled right out of the cross, and even a samurai sword in a guitar case. And I think what happens sometimes is people don't realize how X-rays work, that, you know, we can see through all these things.
So if you're a frequent flyer or you're going to the airport, give us a few top tips so it can go smoothly for us getting through security.
Well, number one, don't travel with the things that I'm posting on Instagram.
That's why they're doing it.
Like this mortar that we just recently discovered that was in a check bag. It looks like a miniature version of a World War II bomb. That type of thing could delay you a little while.
Okay.
A really popular tip lately is that I thought people knew this, but a lot don't, is you can take an empty water container, whether it's plastic, aluminum, doesn't have to be clear. You can take that with you in your carry-on bag, and then when you get to your gate area, you can fill that up with a water fountain. And I've even noticed a lot of airports have a special water fountain now meant for filling up water bottles, and that'll save you money from having to
That's a good tip.
pay $4 or $5.
And I may be unpopular in saying this, but over the last decade, I've flown almost every single week. And I have to give the TSA credit.
Yes.
The customer service that they now provide. They have a tough job, and I will say it's primarily with a smile. And not everyone has a great experience. I get that. That's inevitable in any customer service
they're doing their
arena.
job.
But yes, there's been a concerted effort. I think this is just an example of that, using social media to really highlight some of the stupid things people are doing.
And what they have to deal with.
Right.
It's true. Bob, keep up the great work. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.